Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Leila Mekhdiyeva and I'm happy to be back with a special video today. It's more of a personal video, but I'm so happy to share with you this great news. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know, but if you're just here on YouTube and this is your first time hearing the news, I moved back to Prague. For those of you who don't know, I moved to Prague back in 2015 and I studied here. I got my bachelor's degree in journalism and communications and I studied in English, so I never actually learned Czech, but despite that I always loved living here. You know, I always felt like Prague is my city. Luna came to visit. Hi Luna. You want to sit? So I lived in Prague from 2015 till 2018. I got my degree and then I started working. I worked for about a year and then I got married and moved to my husband's country, which is Slovenia. I honestly never even knew the country existed. Like, I didn't know anything about that country, and so I went there not because I was in love with the country, but because I was in love with a man from that country. And when I was moving there, it was from the beginning decided that it's temporary. So I at the time really didn't like my job in Prague, and honestly when you're in love you just want to be with the person you love, right? Especially those first few years. And that's why I moved to Slovenia. And when I was moving there, I honestly had no remorse, but soon enough I realized that I wouldn't say I made a mistake, but I just felt very unhappy there. I was happy to be with the love of my life, with my husband, but I was just very unhappy in that country. And I really was crying all the time. I was calling my parents in tears, and you know, it really affected our relationships with my husband as well, of course, because you know, when one partner is suffering, is depressed, is unhappy with their life, you know, the relationship itself suffers. And Luna needs to scratch herself right now. Sitting right next to me. So the reason why I moved to Slovenia was for my husband to get his master's degree. So the plan was once he gets master's, we'll move away. And you know, that's how it actually happened. So even though I had the idea that I'm not here forever, I mean there forever, it still was hard for me. Family and friends. Luna, I'm honestly making such an important video right now. Just calm down, okay? I think being far away from my family and friends, you know, my family is in Kazakhstan, my friends, some of them. Luna, honestly, stop playing with me. I'm not into it right now. Like, I'm filming a video, you know? So some of my friends being in Prague and some back home in Almaty and just around the world, because honestly a lot of my friends also like went away, and I don't even have that many friends, you know what I mean? It's not like one thing that really turned out well for me was my YouTube channel. I think I finally had enough time to focus on my content creation and, you know, reaching so many subscribers. I know there are channels with more subscribers, but for me, coming to 4,000 subscribers, that's like, I honestly never had. Luna, stop. I honestly never had so many subscribers. I never had my videos going viral, like reaching over 200,000 views. All of this was so amazing, and honestly just having that time to create was so important to me. And I think that's like one thing I'm very grateful for, having, you know, an opportunity to focus on my part-time job, which is slowly becoming my full-time job. I hope so, at least. And it's really great to get paid for what I love and for having a community to share all of this with. So for that I'm very grateful. I just think Slovenia is a great country for people who are from that country, and it just is not for expats and immigrants like me. It's a small community. There are only 2 million people there. Like, there are cities that have more people living there than, you know, that small country. And I feel like that also shows in their attitude. Like, I couldn't make friends, even like meeting with my husband's friends, there would be like comments like, oh, now we need to speak English all the time. So it always felt like I was like this alien. I couldn't do anything to fit in, and I think that was really driving me crazy because I already don't have anyone I know here, and also realizing that no matter how much I try, like, there's no need to even try because I'll never be one of them, and I didn't want to become one of them. I think like the understanding that some people are nomads, you know, going from country to country and are not there to, you know, become one of you. I think like some countries really lack that. They think like since you moved in, now you have to become one of them, and I think that was my main issue because even though my husband is Slovenian, I'll never be Slovenian. I don't want to be Slovenian. I love being mixed kid. I love being cosmopolitan. I love living in different countries, and I'm sure that Prague is not my last place, you know, to settle in. But compared to Slovenia, Czech Republic is definitely so much more diverse and gives you so much more in terms of your job, career. Like, you can get a job in English without even speaking Czech. That would be impossible to do in Slovenia. While I was living there, I never wanted to talk about it because, you know, I'm sure even now his family is watching it, and I never wanted to hurt anyone. And I feel like people from smaller countries have very like, it's so much easier to hurt their ego if you have something bad to say about their country. And I'm trying to be very like polite now, because I think it's okay to, some people move to the United States and they don't like it there, and you know, it's normal to talk about like people not liking these big countries. But I feel like when you move to a smaller country and like if you're not amazed with what's going on, then all of a sudden you get like this reaction back that just like so negative, and it just makes you want to never talk about it. And honestly, that's why I never spoke about it, because in real life, if I would have something to say, it would always like leave people unhappy with everything that I have to say. So, you know, but I feel like the censorship, like, I can't live my life like that. Like, I have something to say, and this is my personal channel where I share my personal experience, and I'm not naming this video anything to do with that country. So, you know, it's not like for people to know that that country is not good. It's just like me sharing my life update with my small audience, with my little family on YouTube, and being honest about that experience. But now to the positive side of the story. I'm so happy that we moved back to Prague. My husband never actually lived in Prague, but you guys know I lived in Prague. I already said that, and we didn't really plan to move specifically to Prague. We were trying to, you know, move anywhere in Europe, like not anywhere, but we were considering Berlin and Vienna and some other cities in Germany, because I feel like those countries just like currently offer more for expats, and like you can get a job without speaking the local language, and just like a lot of expats, foreigners living there as well, which is something that I was missing so much in the past 2 years. And Prague, of course, was also one of the options, and it just so happened that we are now back in Prague, and I'm so happy. This is our new apartment. We were lucky to find this great apartment, and I do plan to film actually apartment tour. If you guys would be interested, let me know, because I'm still considering. I'm not like quite sure, but I think it would be fun to film that and to let you guys know how much is this apartment and what you can get in Prague for this price if you get lucky. Overall, I just feel so grateful every morning I wake up. It's been 2 weeks since we moved to Prague, and I think being away from Prague for 2 years really made me appreciate it so much more and realize how much I freaking love this city. Like, to me, it's the best city in the world, because of my personal experience. Like, I moved to Prague when I was 19 years old. I was a naive little girl, you know, and this city taught me to stand up for myself, to speak for myself, not to let other people, you know, take advantage of me or hurt me, you know, to be protective of myself. And I think that's something that I would never have I stayed back home, because, you know, when you have your family with you, you kind of always feel more safe and protected because you have your family. When you're on your own in a foreign country, you either need to learn how to get tougher and always be like, you know, prepared, like be an adult, or just go back home, because like no one will have your back or will have your interests in mind, you know what I mean? Like, I know it makes me sound like tough, but it is true. It is my experience, and I'm so grateful that I had that experience. And I think in the past 2 years I was missing that freedom. I was missing like feeling like I belong, and like when I go outside and like I just take a walk, I just feel like I'm home, you know. And this feeling like was missing so much. It's just such an incredible feeling when you know you belong and you fit in, and it's just like, it's like love, you know. You don't know how to explain it, you just know that you fit in. I'm now so inspired to create more content for you guys. I definitely want to vlog more because there is so much more to do in Prague, and I want to experience new places but also go back to my favorite old places and meet up with my friends. It was so nice to see so many of my friends reaching out to me and being happy that I moved back to Prague, and cannot wait to see as many of my friends as possible, because in the past 2 years, I was definitely antisocial AF. I was only seeing my husband because, as I said, it was just impossible to make friends. Unfortunately, it's a very closed country, closed community that doesn't let you in, you know, if you're not local. And it just didn't feel like home, you know. So for 2 years I just felt like I was in a cage, and now I feel like I'm free again. And I was talking to my parents and they were telling me how great it is to see me finally smiling and not crying and not being depressed. And you can just tell I'm just so happy, you know. I'm really happy. I think that really sums up my life update. Probably there is always so much more to say, but I just wanted to make it official that we moved. And a lot of people were asking me, did we move like just for a vacation? And the answer is no. We came for good, like at least for now. Prague now really reminded me what it's like to be in love with the city where you live. So yeah, we moved to Prague. We're here now. I cannot wait to share more content about Prague, or just, you know, just my everyday life. And of course Prague is gonna be there because this is where I live, and I have a few video ideas with Prague in the title. So if you are interested about life in Prague, definitely subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Stay tuned for those videos. And if you're here just for fashion content, that's not gonna change. We're still gonna be styling outfits together, and it's just gonna be better now because I feel better now. I feel more inspired, happier, and just in a better place. So that is it for me for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click that bell to get notified about my new videos. Leave the comment down below letting me know what you think about me moving back to Prague. If you have any ideas on what kind of content with Prague you want to see, let me know. I'll be happy to film that for you. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Bye.